Good afternoon and welcome to the Donald H. Funk Field on the campus here of Lancaster Bible College for today's non-conference men's soccer game between the Greyhounds of Moravian and your Lancaster Bible College Chargers. Both teams won yesterday in their season opening contest as Moravian defeated Penn State Harrisburg 1-0 in Middletown, PA, while the Chargers defeated Waynesburg 3-0 here at the Donald H. Funk Field. So both teams enter 1-0 here today. Moravian will be in their home whites as the teams worked out a deal before that the Moravian, though the visitor, would wear the home whites. Chargers will be in their road red uniforms. Starting in goal today for Moravian, as he did yesterday and earned a shutout, is Michael Bone. He made 5 saves yesterday in the win over Penn State Harrisburg. For the Chargers, Jake Ditterline will be starting in goal as well. He combined for a shutout yesterday with Isaac Barrow. Did earn the win, though, however, so Ditterline and Bone each 1-0 this season. Beautiful day here in Lancaster, PA, the last day of August as the Chargers and Greyhounds get set to play. Both teams looking to start out their season 2-0. These teams last met on this day 6 years ago in Bethlehem as Moravian defeated Lancaster Bible 3-2. Greyhounds scored with a minute to go on a goal by Saul Marisol. It was his second goal of the day. They won 3-2. Goals by LBC's Josiah Groff and Nate Grimley. Some names for LBC fans they might recognize from a few years ago. So again, first time these two teams have played in 6 years. Moravian leading the all-time series 3-0. And we are set to go here from the Donald H. Funk Field here in Lancaster, PA. Steven Saldarraga there on the far side. Good game in the midfield yesterday for the Chargers. LBC controlled play almost the entire 90 minutes yesterday in the win over the Yellow Jackets. Dan Babersdorf down the left-hand side here. He'll cross into the middle. It's going to be outside of everything, and it'll go wide. So goal kick coming here for Moravian. Dylan Schertzer, Joel Hughes, and Nathan Muckle on the back line there for the Chargers. Saldarraga there on the far side. Babersdorf and Michael Euphemia, goal scorer yesterday in the middle. Kedrick Yoder, Rama Mugisha up front, along with Chad Tolson and Caleb Nelson. Lots of different Chargers playing yesterday, so the starters should have some pretty fresh legs here for LBC. Moravian played a decent amount of people as well, too, but a much closer game there against Penn State Harrisburg. Their starters probably played a few more minutes than did the Chargers yesterday. Nice breeze blowing through the air here today, but with the sun shining directly on the turf, it is quite hot down on the turf. The walk over, you can definitely feel the heat coming off of the turf on the walk out. So we'll see if that affects the players as we go on. Joel Hughes through the middle, his pass is going to be picked off. Good defensive play there by number four, Riley McHugh. Mullenthal surveys the field there, able to find Nagy. Nagy, the goal scorer yesterday for the Greyhounds, scored at the 21-22 mark of the first half. That goal stood up the rest of the way as the Greyhounds earned that 1-0 win over the Nittany Lions in Middletown. Euphemia and Nagy get tangled up there a bit. This is Rama Mugisha. He scored the first goal of the game yesterday for the Chargers. Great pass from Dylan Schertzer led to that goal. That went underneath Tolson's foot. That'll ride the line here. Nice little ball up the line here by the Moravian defender, that number 3, Michael Feely. Detterline will get to that one and move across to Nathan Muckle. Muckle slips a bit, kicking that one, trying to find Nelson. Headed out of the air nicely by Mullenthal. Foul there on the Chargers. Feely will move to the field here, looking into the corner for Blakely. He has him. That cross is going to go off of Schertzer. Not going to get there, though, in time is Detterline, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Greyhounds. Number 18, Goodolph, going to take this corner for the Greyhounds. Headed up into the air and out of play. Good hustle there by Stafford to try to get to that one for the Greyhounds. Not in time though, so a goal kick coming here for Jake Detterline. Dangerous pass there, almost picked off, taken there by Detterline. Mucko looking for anybody, doesn't like the options there and kicks it out of bounds. Chargers did not do this at all yesterday, so tough opening couple of minutes. They scored 5:57 into the contest yesterday and we're already up 1-0. Today though, a bit, I don't want to say lackadaisical, but certainly need to be a little bit more sharper here. Taken here by Euphemia. He hustles through. And the foul's going to be on Euphemia. Senior Caleb Nelson asking the Chargers to raise the level here a bit. Up and over Hughes. Getting there is Detterline. Official going over to talk to Sadaraga there on the far side. Mixed up there on the far line there. Sadaraga throw it in. He'll look for Mugisha here in the middle. Hughes' pass is picked off once again. Able to dive and get a tip on that. Mugisha fouls in the box, and the clock is going to stop, and we're going to have a penalty kick. So foul there on Mugisha after the bad turnover by the Chargers. Moravian's going to have a chance. Almost the exact same point of yesterday's game where the Chargers scored the opening goal. So big spot here for Detterline. He'll jump up and grab the bar a few times there, get himself ready. Taking the kick here is Anthony Nagy, again the goal scorer from yesterday's game. Left-footed try into the back of the net for a goal. So the slow start by the Chargers comes back to haunt them here at 5:55. So obviously only 6 minutes into the contest here, so plenty of time, but Moravian played with a 1-goal lead for just about 70 minutes yesterday against Penn State Harrisburg, who we also think is going to be pretty good this season. So Chargers definitely have their work cut out for them here over the next, especially the couple of minutes here as the slow start. Hopefully the goal wakes the Chargers up a bit here, but certainly some work here for LBC over the next couple of minutes to gather themselves and get ready to play here. Good strong there, out of play, so goal kick coming here for Moravian. Headed out of the air by Tolson. Nelson there, he'll look for Euphemia. Tolson knocks it around there. Euphemia with it now. Mix up in the middle there. Foul going to be called on Moravian. Hughes will take this for the Chargers. Puts this towards far side of the box. Headed there by Tolson will go wide. So a goal kick coming here for Moravian. Play through the middle. This is Nagy. Bumped into there by Mugisha. Three yellow cards yesterday for the Chargers. Moravian had one in their victory over Penn State Harrisburg. Nagy's goal yesterday also a penalty kick. So now 2 for 2 penalty kicks this season. And both the goals for the season from Moravian. Euphemia through the middle. It's chipped away from him by number 5, Chinchar. Ball played back. Now Nelson will apply some pressure there onto Molenthal. Moves it over. That pass is picked off by Mugisha. Mugisha with some room to run. He'll take it. Mugisha through the middle. That last touch a bit hard. Goes off of Molenthal. Chested down there. Now brought through the midfield by the Greyhounds. Certainly some more possession for the Chargers since the Greyhound goal. Now this is Moravian up the field, number 22, Blakely. Pompton Plains, New Jersey native. He'll put that off his shirts here, a throw in coming. He'll look there into the corner for Goodolf. Knocked away nicely by Muckle. It's going to go out of play. So another throw in coming here for Moravian. Turned there by Middleton. Now he'll play back for Molenthal. Pass is deflected by Baversdorf. I'll put this towards the top of the box. A little header there. Knocked around. It'll be Muckle for the Chargers. He'll play for Kedrick Yoder. Yoder had a great game on the far side yesterday. Assisted on the second goal. That one coming from Chad Tolson. Yoder had a nice crossing pass to Tolson, was wide open on the far side of the net. Throw in there looking for Baversdorf. Yoder tries to head that through, nothing there. Collision there in the middle. Play back now for Saldarraga. Saldarraga, Mugisha now over to Muckle, and he'll come this way. Oh, nope, he'll fake out a little bit. Still looking for somebody, nothing there. Now he'll find Baversdorf. He's got some room for Yoder. Yoder will cut in. Looking for Nelson. Bit too strong there. It's going to go off of an LBC player. And a throw in coming here for Moravian. Just over 11 minutes into the contest. Moravian leads 1-0. Penalty kick goal by Anthony Nagy. Foul there on Hughes. That was on Moravian, so Hughes will take the ball back here, put it through the midfield. This is Muckle. Pass is picked off and knocked into the air. Making a run there is Turkdemez. Comes back for Detterline. He'll put that out of play. Thrown here for Moravian.
Let's remember what happened the first time.
Out of play, now thrown for the Chargers. This is the second of 6 home games for LBC to start the season. They'll return to action. They have the week off, actually, so they'll return to action on the 9th against Karen. And then September 11th against Alvernia for opening NEAC play against Penn State Abington on the 13th. This is Yoder on the far side now. They'll wrap up the homestand on the 21st against Penn State Harrisburg. Knocked away from Yoder and kept in play. Good job there by Mullenthal. He'll play up the far side now to go out of bounds. Moravian will head home for a home game on Wednesday against Centenary. They'll host Wilkes next Saturday at 1 o'clock as well. Moravian doesn't start landmark play until September 28th. They'll be home for Juniata at 1 o'clock. Nice leg stick there by Muckle. He moves ahead for Saldaraga, and he'll keep on going. Looking for Nelson in the middle. Nice header to Euphemia, who's got some space. Plays ahead this direction for Schertzer. And now Tolson once again. He'll go back for Schertzer.
Switch, Cuddy, get there. Cuddy, see it, get wide. Come on, Roman.
They're going to have it.
Sir, that's a handball. He caught the ball.
Chargers coaching staff wondering about a possible handball there in the middle.
Narrow.
That pass going into the corner for Turkton Mez. He'll get there. Saldaraga knocks it off of him. Possession again. Cut into the middle. Muckle breaks that up. Looking for Baversdorf.
Come on, Ted, go.
Tolson here again for LBC. He'll look to move around Feely and cannot. Off of Tolson, and Euphemia is going to go this way, and he's got Tolson with him. Nelson into the middle. He'll look for Tolson, a bit too far, though, in front of him. And the Chargers waste an odd man rush there.
Pick it up, Red. Let's go. Nice simple, Red. Go, boys. Let's go. Play our game, Red. High intensity. Come on. Here we go. Come on. All right, turn and face.
Good idea there by the Chargers there. Big corner kick coming. Magisha there with a good offensive chance for the Chargers. Corner kick coming here for Kedrick Yoder. So Yoder will take the corner kick. Baversdorf the short option. He'll move to Baversdorf and now back for Yoder. He'll curl that in towards the far post. Muckles there, just misses the header. Good idea there by the Chargers. Nice little play to set that up. Looking for Muckle on the far side. So 16 minutes into the game. Still 1-0 Moravian.
Keep it up, Robbie. Be a leader, Robbie.
Moravian moves up the field, now plays in the middle for Nagy. Lancaster Rival women's volleyball team dropped to 0-4 today. They had 3-1 losses to both McDaniel and York. So the Chargers go winless at the Gettysburg Battlefield Classic, but do play well against some of the better teams in our region. They lost to Gettysburg and Elizabethtown yesterday. Trying to find an update on the field hockey score for you as well this afternoon. So far, nothing showing up yet on the live stats. We'll get that score to you as quick as we can as the LBC field hockey team plays its second game of the season. They lost to Roanoke yesterday. Yoder here through the middle. He'll try to get around a defender. Works through another one. Still Yoder. He'll cut into the middle. Little drop-off pass for Nelson. It's going to be wide. It's a good job by Yoder to work down the line there and cut into the middle. Ball bounced there a little bit on Nelson as he took that shot. Schertzer will knock that into the air, play that towards Nelson. Goes over top of him, and Middleton will head that back to the Moravian back line. A turnover, though. This is Yoder. He'll look for Nelson. Strong on the touch there. Now he'll work this direction for Euphemia. Chips back for Schertzer.
16. Who are you going in for?
Schertzer will look to play to the box there. Over top of McHugh, and Bone is out to get that one.
So 16, yep. Mark it there. Oh, I'm sorry, you're over here. So 16 in, 19 will come out. And then we'll mark the time. Yep, and put the 16 on. You're gonna have to find his name up here.
Abersdorf with the ball now. He'll move ahead for Euphemia. Numbers for the Chargers here. Good hustle back there by Chinchar. Clear back there through the middle. Schertzer knocks it down into space. Magisha's going to get there for the Chargers. Now drop back for Baversdorf. Baversdorf to Nelson. Now Mugisha tries to get it back to Nelson. Nice block there by McHugh.
Come on, Kenny! Guys, counter press. When you lose the ball, press.
OBC assistant coach John Reagan Moore asking for some better play there on the offensive side after he give up the ball. Yoder knocks that down with his chest. Bumped into there, taken now by Moravian. Nagy with it now, he'll turn. Quick first couple of steps. Foul going to be called here on LBC.
Turn it over. Defend.
Yes.
Free kick coming here for Moravian on the far side. Nagy will take this for Moravian. Keep that low, knocked away by Yoder. Right back to him, going to go out of play. Throw in coming here from Moravian, but a first sub of the afternoon. Carson Snyder is going to come into the game, freshman from Doylestown, PA. Central Bucks West product. Turkdown Manners will come off. Mucko will clear that, knocked down there by Molenthal. Corner kick now for Moravian. Number 22, Ethan Blakely is going to head over. Take this for Moravian. Center ref having a conversation with a few of the players there in the box. Now we're set to go. Blakely will put this in with the left foot. Bends that towards the middle, bounces around a bit. Can't clear there, and it's into the back of the net for a goal. Confusion there by the Chargers. And just kind of sat there and put into the back of the net by Moravian. Coach, who knocked that one in? Sorry, a lot of jerseys around. 3, perfect. 3, perfect. Thank you. 22, yep. So the goal there by Michael Feely in there at the last second to get that touch in there. The assist is going to go to Ethan Blakely, who served that in there off the corner. So Feely from Blakely, and Moravian leads 2-0. So 2-0 Moravian here at the 21:53 mark. And the Chargers are in some trouble here now. We see a couple of chances there, some decent possession, but set play there off the corner. Not good for LBC as the ball kind of sat there for a while. Not much Ditterline could do as it kind of sat in front of him. And when you're that close, it's pretty easy to score that big of a goal. And able to put it in was Feely. Baversdorf with it now here for the Chargers. He'll move back for Muckle. Eric Bailey, who checked into the game after the goal, has that slide past him. Bailey checked in for Michael Euphemia there after the goal. Third one coming here for LBC. Worked into the corner there by Moravian. Good off is there. He'll ride the line there, put it into the middle, headed away by Muckle. Coming this way for Schertzer. He'll look for Mugisha. Has to go off of him, taken though by Molenthal. Played down the line, and there goes Goodoff. Has a little bit of a line on Hughes there. Sliding, though, is Muckle. Gets the ball there. Able to take that from Goodoff. Good job there by Muckle. He's been great so far this first game and a half or so, just like he was last year as a freshman. Baversdorf now looking ahead for Nelson. Nothing there, but here's Tolson on the run. Tolson in for Nelson. That pass is going to be knocked away nicely. A throw-in coming. Couple of changes. Number 8, Jorge Aguilar will come in for Moravian. For the Chargers, Rusty Ristine will check into the contest. He'll replace Chad Tolson. Header goes in there, bounces around. Nelson has it there. Diving save, though, by Bone. So the shot by Caleb Nelson. And a save there for Bone. Good chance there for LBC as they try to get back into this one. Down 2-0, 25-35 into the contest. Punt there stays low. Aguilar has it. He'll play it back for Feely, who scored the second goal for the Greyhounds. Good play there by Muckle to move that into the middle. Now Moravian. Played up the line there. Goodoff doing a lot of running up and down both of these lines. Knocked off the ball by Yoder. Bailey in the middle. Good move by him there to get around a defender. Baversdorf picks that off for the Chargers. He'll play down the far side looking for Yoder. Yoder will get to that one for LBC. Touches a bit too strong though. And now a foul called on Yoder. Both players going for the ball. I think Yoder went a bit strong. Just kind of missed the ball and clipped the defender there. Number 4, McHugh. Foul there on the Greyhounds. Nelson will play back now for Muckle. Corner here for the Chargers. Yoder's going to take this for the Chargers. Josh Marcroft will check into the contest for Dylan Schertzer. So Yoder will take the left-footed corner, bend it into the middle there. Headed up into the air. Hughes will try. It's going to go wide, and a goal kick coming here for Moravian.
15, who do you have?
Dave Steinbach's going to come in.
7 for 20.
John Matthews is going to come into the contest as well. Matthews is going to replace Nagy. And Chinchara is going to come off for Steinbach. Foul there by Moravian. Hughes will play to the far side there. Yoder's there. Heads it into the middle. Out comes Bone, and he'll grab that one. Punt there over the halfway line. Yoder will play in the middle looking for Nelson. Tangled up there. Now played ahead. Hughes is there, headed back for Detterline. Geisha chips for Baversdorf. Baversdorf looking for Ristine. He's got a little bit of a lane. Out comes Bone. He'll chest that down and clear it. Bailey knocks that down. Looking for the bounce pass to Nelson. Not there as Aguilar breaks that up. Geisha there, tripped up a bit and falls, taken out by Moravian. Played back here for Detterline. Now over to Hughes. Baversdorf ahead looking for Ristine. Boone will come out and beat Ristine to the ball. Good play there by Boone to come off his line.
Let's go, boys. Be hungry. Go, Russ.
Steven Sadaraga knocks that down. Aguilar with it. Throw in coming here for Moravian.
All right, you're the left back theoretically, Jorge. You're the left back.
Back here for Feely. He'll cross into the middle. Headed through the box. Yoder will chase that down for the Chargers, looking for Mugisha. Knocked away though. And that played in towards the middle. Shot there by number 7, John Matthews, goes high. The goal kick here for LBC. Nathan Muckle with it here for the Chargers. Played for Baversdorf. Now Mugisha will come this direction from Marcroft. Marcroft right in front of us. Played for Mugisha. They'll play catch. Now Hughes. Hughes' pass is picked off.
Come on, come on. Well done, Dan. Go ahead, Bailey.
Played up the field. Boone will knock that down with his foot. Pick that up.
9. Who do you got? 18. Thank you.
Marcroft heads that punt out of the air. Head right back his way. Aguilar with it now. Picked off by Nelson. Right to Ristine. He'll turn and play for Marcroft. Marcroft looking for Bailey. He's bumped into. Foul called there, and this clock is going to stop. Yellow card there on Moravian.
Gosh, great find. Way to get there. Way to get there.
So yellow card on Moravian. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Moravian leads 2-0. Played into the box, knocked away.
12. Who do you got? Michael Feely, number 3. Perfect, thank you.
Throw in coming here for the Chargers. Mugisha and Markov try to play catch, knocked away. Hughes will work back. He'll play that back to the far side there for Detterline. He'll move to Muckle. The pass back from Muckles over top of him. Giving chase there is Goodoff. And now once again for Detterline. Chargers in with a lot of the possession, but not really a lot of attacking possession. And they kind of give the ball up a lot to Moravian, who heads it down. And then they work it back through the middle. Chargers pick it back off, and they give it right back. So I think the possession's probably in favor of LBC just a bit, but nothing worth noting necessarily. And the times that Moravian has had it, they've taken full advantage, whether earning a foul in the box for the first goal as a PK, or getting that second goal where they earned a corner and worked into the middle. Ball bounces around and sits there a bit, and all of a sudden you got a 2-goal lead. So One team with more of the possession and one team a little more opportunistic with less of their possession. This is Mugisha now with it. Some room to run here. Mugisha will take that shot, goes through the hands of Bone. Has a touch on it though, and it's going to be a corner kick for LBC.
Go get it here, Red. Be hungry.
So subs are going to come in here for both Moravian and LBC. Kyle Smilan's going to come on for Moravian, as well as number 9, Kenny Fellows. For the Chargers, number 14, Clark Schreiner going to come onto the field in place of Caleb Nelson. Feely and Goodall are off for Moravian. Corner kick try from Yoder. That'll bend in. Nice job by Bone to reach up and grab that one. Bavers was right behind him. Played through the air. Saldearaga has it for the Chargers. Good crowd on hand here today at the Donald H. Funk Field. Again, a picturesque August 31st in Lancaster County. Nice breeze. Plenty of sunshine. Markroft picks that off. He'll look for Schreiner off of his foot. Now play back for Bone. A throw in here for the Chargers. Good job by Ristine there to make that play. Throw in goes for Baversdorf. He'll turn. Some space there now for Hughes. Hughes looking for Bailey. Able to chip it to Baversdorf. He'll look now for Mugisha. Headed there by Mugisha is going to go wide. Taken there by Bone. Punt there off the side of the foot a bit. Yoder's going to knock that down for the Chargers. Yoder loses the ball there on the far side, taken out by Moravian, returned right back over. Baversdorf with it now for Mugisha. So foul here on Moravian, I believe. Just under 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Moravian leads 2-0. Joel Hughes will go over top of this for the Chargers.
Let's go, Red. Somebody go get it here, Red.
Hughes to the far post there. Headed away off from Moravian head, and a corner kick for the Chargers. And Eric Bailey will quickly go over there. Yoder will come relieve him now. So corner kick here for Kedrick Yoder. Chargers looking for something.
2v1, go ahead. 2v1, 2-on-1.
Bent in there, just on the top of the net. Out of play, so a goal kick coming here for Moravian.
Bailey, what's the numbers there? Take it 2-on-1. 2v1. Call him over.
Ball goes through the midfield, taken there by Baversdorf. Now chipped to Markroft. Yoder now for Bailey. Taken there by Saldearaga through the air. Schreiner heads that back for Mugisha. Baversdorf through for Schreiner. Knocked off the ball a bit. Baversdorf trying to get there. Now hit by Bailey. This is Baversdorf once again. He's pressured. I'll move back for Muckle. this way for Aguilar. And the whole way around now for McHugh. Nice move there on the far side by Stafford. Mugisha knocks it down for the Chargers. Now Marcroft for Bailey. And now Mugisha. Mugisha with some room to run here for the Chargers. He'll play to the far side for Ristine. Ristine tries to come across. He'll take the right footed into the middle. Just missing Yoder there. Salaraga is going to come in, slide to take that. Knocks it right to a Moravian player. Moravian with some possession here on the far side. 2:15 remaining here in the opening half. Moravian coaching staff wanting a foul there on the far side. This way for Marcroft. Under a minute and a half now. Marcroft are playing in the middle looking for Mugisha. Hit by a Moravian defender there. Now Yoder, he's knocked off the ball. Aguilar with it now for Moravian. Taken by Baversdorf. Schreiner knocks that down. Bit strong off his foot. Baversdorf trying to chip it ahead. Bit too cute there for the Chargers and taken by Bone. Chargers need some shots on goal here. Under a minute to play here. This is Snyder. Drops off a bit now. Now finally Aguilar, the late runner. Aguilar tried to the far side. It's wide. First shot from Moravian in quite some time. There by Aguilar. Goes wide to the right. Moravian though with the 2-0 lead. Betterline trying to get the charge up the field for one last counter here with 20 seconds to go. Cleared by Molenthal. Up into the air now by Baversdorf. Hughes knocks it down now for Bailey. Put that up into the air and Mugisha knocked that down. And so after 45 minutes of play, the Chargers trail Moravian 2-0. Early goal by Anthony Nagy on a PK, followed by a goal 16 minutes later by number 3, Michael Feely, off a feed on a corner kick from Ethan Blakely. So 2-0 Moravian after 45 minutes of play. We'll come back to you just prior to the start of the second half, bringing some stats from the opening 45 minutes. For now, though, Moravian 2, Lancaster Bible 0 here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at the Donald H. Funk Field on the Chargers Sports Network. Moravian leads Lancaster Rival 2-0 as we start the second half. In that first half, Lancaster Rival led in shots 6-4, including 5-2 in shots on goal. 5 saves for Moravian goalkeeper Michael Bone. 7 fouls for the Chargers, 6 for Moravian, 4 corner kicks for the Chargers, and 2 for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds getting goals from Anthony Nagy on a PK at the 5:55 mark, and Michael Feely at the 21:53 mark off an assist from Ethan Blakely as he put the corner kick in, and the ball bounced around a bit, and able to find it was Feely who put it in for his first goal of the year. If you're just joining us, the Chargers are in their road red uniforms. Moravian in their home whites. Baversdorf will clear that up through. Christine tracking that down. He'll win that from Feely. Puts it for Tolson, who has to stop. Tripping over the ball there. There was Mullenthal. Tolson able to get to it, and he'll work for Bailey. Bailey looking the whole way across for Yoder, headed out of the air there nicely by Stafford, defender from Moravian. Foul there on Yoder.
Go or don't go. You can't be in no man's land. You're going to pressure, if not drop.
Ball played through, headed there by Muckle. Mugisha will track that down for the Chargers. Plays back for Bailey. Bailey starting that spot in the second half here for Michael Euphemia. Saw Euphemia during halftime. Looked like he had a little ice. Not sure if there's something wrong there, if he just want to put a little ice on something after he was taken out in the first half. So wait and see if he's done for the day or if he'll come back. Yoder puts some pressure on here. Now Salaraga able to get that. He'll flick that back towards the Moravian back line. McHugh is there. Played ahead for Baversdorf. Muckle now with it for the Chargers. He'll turn, tries to curl that, cannot. So a throw-in coming right down below us for the Greyhounds. Turkdamez there with it. Coming out is Detterline. Foul's going to be called on Moravian. So the foul is on Moravian. Looks like Safa Turkdamez actually got the worst of that. And but the foul is on him. Getting close there to the Muckle will play across for Joel Hughes. Played up and over, looking for Yoder. Heads it back to Bone, the goalkeeper. Does the defender there, Stafford. Caught the tail end of head coach Tommy Art's halftime speech there to the guys, and basically just told them to ignore all the other things that are going on, whether that be, although I don't think it's been an issue at all, or whatever it is, the heat coming off the turf, you're tired, you're sore, whatever it is, you got to ignore all that. We got to start putting some shots on net here and try to chip into this lead, and then go one at a time here, basically, trailing 2-0. Chargers again don't play again until September 9th, so not a taste you want there for the next couple of days in practice. Certainly an effort like yesterday where it was so good, and then today where basically the first goal coming for Moravian because because our team wasn't ready, or we're a little lackadaisical that first 5 minutes. Mugisha for Baversdorf. Room to run here. Tries to play across from Marcroft. Off the side of his foot there a bit. Markov has to retreat back. His pass is deflected. Beaversdorf not going to get to this one. It's taken down by Moravian. So a little sloppy passing there by the Chargers, resulting in a turnover. And now Nagy with it for the Greyhounds. Here tries to chip that off of Stafford, but Stafford able to keep it in. He'll find Nagy. Chipped across. Looking to play ahead. A nice pass there ahead for Blakely. He's going to get there before the end line. Markov to come back on him. Blakely looking to turn the corner there. Looking for Nagy, just misses him. Now played ahead for Yoder. Looking for Tolson. He and McHugh lock up there. McHugh clears it. Up under the fence behind us here. Throw in coming here for Sadaraga.
Max up, max up, max up, max up. Good, Safa, good. Good, Riley. Good, Jared.
In for Tolson. He'll play back for Sadaraga. Tripped up there a bit, able to get to it. Now for Beversdorf. Moves around for Hughes. And now Marcroft the whole way across. Back pass there by Bailey for Ristine. Now Mugisha. Back for Muckle. Looking for Ristine. He'll try to turn. He can. Gets caught up there with Yoder. Now he'll play for Sadaraga. Back right into the middle. Cleared, though, by Chinchar. So good setup there by the Chargers. Just a little miscommunication between Yoder and Ristine on who was going to take that. I thought Ristine had a left-footed try. Just eluded him there a bit. Cleared again here by Moravian. It's going to curve and stay in. Knocked down, and it's going to go off of Goodoff and out of play. Throw in there for Muckle to Sadaraga. Sadaraga play for Hughes. So again, tons of possession for the Chargers, but a lot of east and west and not a lot of north. Not in three directions, but the north is having trouble. Bailey here puts it into the middle through traffic, nothing there. Bailey sort of falls there, and I'm not sure if he hit his head there a bit. And the ball kind of came down on him as well. That one's played into the middle. Nice defensive play there by Molenthal. Now played through. This is Moravian in some transition here. Terdonmez will have it. Muckle with a good chip play. Gets out of play there, so a throw-in coming from Moravian. Get our apologies for our fantastic silver pole there in the middle of that shot every once in a while. The work order is in, trying to get that fixed up, but turns out that it's more of an issue than we thought, which we really just need to find something to do. I think we're getting a little cute with the fix. We'll try to fix it though, and the work order is in. I think we have an idea. Nice little flick shot there by number 22, Blakely. Deaderline's out to get that one. Just about 8 minutes gone by here in the second half. Chargers with a lot of the possession, but again, have not been able to create an offensive chance you would call a good one yet for sure. Ristine tracks that down for the Chargers. He'll go to his right. Chipped away nicely there by Feely. Throw in coming for LBC.
Not too much, Saf, not too much.
Foul there on Hughes. Quickly want to thank our 2019-20 sponsors of athletics: Orthopedic Associates of Lancaster, Store Your Board, Kistler Tiffany Benefits, Lancaster Toyota, BR Kreider & Son, King Construction, Golden Barrel Baking Products, Hirschberger Financial, Brubaker Incorporated, EK Bear & Son, and Holler Enterprise. thank you for your generous support of LBC Athletics. Move the offsides flag goes up there on our right-hand side. Also want to mention the Horse with No Name podcast, our weekly LBC Athletics podcast, hosted by myself and Bob McMichael as we break down all the action that was and the week ahead coming for the Chargers. We're going to be taping that podcast on Tuesday mornings at 10 o'clock, so you can listen probably in the middle of the afternoon, then on Tuesdays once the podcast is uploaded. You can find it on iTunes and Spotify as we discuss all things Lancaster Bible College athletics. Typically have a weekly guest, whether it be a student athlete or a coach, and then have generally a top 5 list of a topic that we pick each week. Not much of a top 5 this past week as we kind of talked about the upcoming Penn State football season, as Bob and I selfishly talked about Penn State football as we had some time there. But usually a top 5 and an interview with a student athlete or coach from the athletic program. So again, download that on Spotify and iTunes and listen wherever you get your podcasts. Again, the Horse with No Name podcast. Joel Hughes will kick this towards the middle of the box here after the foul. Tolson's going to run it down for the Chargers. Plays back for Salaraga. And now Baversdorf. He'll play that towards the middle of the box. Bone is out to get to that one. That punt goes off the side of Bone's foot, headed there by Yoder, tracked down by Tolson. Taken from him nicely by Stafford. It's going to go out of play, but a Chargers throw-in, but a good play there by Jared Stafford, the sophomore from Woolwich, New Jersey. Throw in for Bailey. He'll look to chip that, but taken by Nagy. Nagy, the goal scorer for Moravian, had the first goal on a PK. The pass went off the back of Muckle. Somehow able to get back to Nagy. Now he'll play for Chinchar. Muckle's there. He's going to chip that over the top of Goodolf. Foul there on Moravian. Muckle with a good sell. Good sell. Not sure on the foul. Good sell. Muckle once again now for Hughes. Pass there for Tolson. Racing to get that, but put out of play by Molenthal. Long throw in there by Ristine. Heads it back into the box. Nobody home though for the Chargers. Now this is Baversdorf. He'll move to his right. It's going to be a shot. It's blocked. Baversdorf put a rip into that one and couldn't get it to connect. Again, it's hard to tell where that was going to go, but definitely the hardest shot Baversdorf's had all day. Nice play by Muckle there on the far side. Very smooth, that Nathan Muckle. Makes it look easy. I know it does a terrific job there on the back line for the Chargers. Hughes with it now. Yoder heads that into the middle. Chipped away by McHugh. Good job by McHugh. He's been a good defender for the Greyhounds all day long. And now ahead here for Dirk Damez. Salaraga is there for the Chargers. They'll trade possession back and forth, and a foul coming here on the Chargers. So a chance here for Moravian.
Organize it! Rama, are we good by the ball? Rama, are we good with the ball? Just make sure. Watch short.
Free kick here coming for Moravian. Try to piece this together. Again, our apologies on the steel bar that's on the left side of your frame.
Come on, Red, first time out.
Blakely's over it. He's the one who served in the
On your toes,
The corner kick that led to the second goal. A little shorter here of an attempt. Into the middle, punched away by Detterline. Now headed away by Bailey. Good job by Detterline to get after that one. Now a throw in coming here. Subs first for Moravian. Carson Snyder's going to come back into the contest, as is number 10, Quinn Middleton. Nagy's going to come off, as well as Turklemez. Moravian with some possession here, now put across to the far post. It's up and over everything. Marcroft over there with Steinbach. Out of play and a throw in coming here for LBC. Under a half hour to play here, 2-0 Moravian. Chargers need a goal here to get things started. Moravian played with a 1-goal lead for almost 70 minutes yesterday in their 1-0 win over Pense Harrisburg, and they're putting on a clinic on how to do that again here today. Tanner Schertz are going to come into the contest now for the Chargers. He's going to replace Josh Marcroft on the far side there.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 27, Tanner Schertzer.
Baversdorf a handoff for Ristine. Back to Baversdorf, and now for Bailey. Passes behind him, though. Taken here by Tolson, coming our way. Throw in for the Chargers. Throw in goes into the corner. Out of play, so a throw in again for LBC, but James Ladovic's going to come into the contest first. Kyle Dixon going to come into the contest as well for Moravian. He's going to replace number 18, Andrew Goodolf. Bailey will come off for the Chargers for Ladovic. Saldaraga's going to throw in for Mugisha. Saldaraga tries to bend that in. It's blocked by McHugh, but out of play. The Chargers are going to have a corner kick. Caleb Nelson's going to check in first. He's going to replace Chad Tolson. Kedrick Yoder will be taking the corner kick.
19 coming in. Dixie, if you have to go with him, you go with him, Dixie.
So Yoder lining this one out. Mugisha's over there. Do the short corner. Mugisha puts it through the defender's legs. He'll ride the line. Bit too strong, though, and he knows it. So got a little excited. There was some room there for him on the end line there, and pumped it too far. And a throw in for Moravian deep in their own territory. Free kick coming here for the Chargers after the foul. Lancaster Rival field hockey team losing to Eastern Mennonites 6-0 down in Harrisonburg. Mugisha has it here for the Chargers. Typically this is a Joel Hughes spot, but maybe Mugisha better in close. We'll call this 24 yards or so. So Mugisha with it here. He'll take that shot to the far post, blocked. It goes out in front of the goalkeeper. Chipped away, however. It's going to go out of play. And a throw in coming. So good job by goalkeeper Michael Bone to make that save. Foul called there on the Chargers. Bo makes the save. Nice shot there by Mugisha. Stayed low to the right-hand side. Now free kick coming here from Raven with a foul by LBC. So headed up and out of play. It's going to be a Chargers throw in. Both players went up for the ball there. Ristine a bit slow to get up. Seems okay though. Throw in coming here for Tanner Schertzer on the far side. Ristine able to work through two defenders. He'll play to the far post. Yoder's there. Header, bit high. Good idea there by the Chargers. Nice pass by Ristine. LBC getting a little momentum here. Still have to find the back of the net. But certainly a little bit more offensively, at least from the Chargers, as Yoder heads that up and over the goal. Chargers lead 10-5 in shots, 7-3 in shots on goal. However, that stat gets accompanied by Moravian has 2 of their 3 shots in the goal. So foul there on LBC in the middle. Mugisha and Chinchar sharing a laugh there in the middle. I think Chinchar knows that he may have sold something there in the middle, and him and Mugisha laughing about it there in the middle. Headed up into the air. Nobody home in that area. Schertzer has it there. He's bumped into, and a quick yellow card there by the referee. He had his hand in his pocket as Schertzer was hitting the ground. So yellow card there for Moravian. So Hughes will take the free kick here. Nick Clora coming in on the next throw in for the Chargers, or goal kick. Headed up into the air. Baversdorf has it there. He'll look for Ristine. Back for Baversdorf. Look to the far side for Schertzer. Wasn't there. Baversdorf and Middleton do battle there. Now back for Blakely. Good passing there by Moravian to elude some LBC players. Muckle will get to this pass now for the Chargers. Still Muckle. Now Nelson. He'll look to the far side for Ristine. That pass is picked off. Played into the middle, knocked around a bit, but no LBC players there. Far side there, out of playoff of Schertzer. The throw in coming here from Moravian. Throw in for Feely here. Ludovic able to reach around and knock that back from Muckle through the middle there for Nelson. He chests that down, but right to Moravian's number 15, Steinbach. Played for Mugisha. Bumped into there. Muckle knocks that down for Hughes. And now Yoder, a bit strong on the touch. He plays it back for Hughes. Nothing there. Chargers struggling to find their shape here towards the offensive end. Salaraga with it now. And now Hughes. Another turnover there by the Chargers. Stafford with it here. He's going to run out of real estate. Yoder right on him.
Keep the ball! Keep the ball! Keep the ball! Hey, 20. 20.
Saltaraga and Steinbach bump into each other there. Moravian keeps the possession of the ball. Knocked away by Saltaraga. Good play. Good play through the middle. Bounces off a defender. Still Saltaraga. Now he'll look this way for Yoder. Yoder has some space. Stafford's over there. Spins into the middle. Knocked away though, and nobody home for the Chargers. Foul there on the Chargers. Baversdorf cramping up there for the Chargers. Under 20 minutes to play now. Clock's going to stop here. Baversdorf tried to get the cramp stretched out there. Ristine over there helping him, but nothing doing. So with 17-14 into the game here, and so just under 20 minutes to play. A quick little injury timeout here, and just about everyone on the field is in favor of someone going down with a quick, hopefully not important injury there as everyone races over to get some water and Gatorade. It's hot. The turf is hot. So Bailey's going to come into the game. Eric Bailey will come in for the Chargers. He's going to replace Baversdorf, and so the Chargers get one sub. That means Moravian gets a sub, so Smilon's going to come onto the field as well. So referee playing a little traffic cop here as well. So Clore will not go into the game for Yoder yet. So one sub for what? One sub for one.
Subbing in for the Chargers, number 5, Eric Bailey. And for Moravian, number 12, Kyle Smiley.
Played in the middle, knocked down by Muckle there. Ludovic with it now for the Chargers. He'll clear it, looking for Mugisha. Moravian, though, with possession now. Collision there in the middle. Bailey will play it through the middle. Now a foul. Going to be called a little late there, but the possession given to so the clock stopped here. Now it'll start on Hughes' kick. Yoder into the middle off the header. Cleared by Moravian. Good shot there by Hughes to keep that low right to Yoder. Now Saltaraga is going to play it to the far post. Nelson looking for it there. Tipped off of him. Ristine slipped a bit, and Bones out to get that one for the Greyhounds. About 18 and a half minutes to play here. Chargers still trailing 2-0. Early goals from Moravian as Nagy and Feely scored. Chargers have had a few chances. They've notched up the pressure a bit here, and at certain moments for sure, but I'm not sure they've had any A-plus opportunities to score. Muckle's going to look for Yoder on the inside here. Chipped away. It does find Yoder's foot. He'll head that behind him, then knocked down. Played into the middle. Mugisha, though, not able to get it from Steinbach. I hope playing to the middle. Saltaraga knocks that down. Foul called. Yoder plays for Nelson. Caleb Nelson has it there. It's knocked out of the way there. It's going to be a corner kick. So lots of changes here now for both teams as Clore will finally check in. Tolson will come in for Ristine. Goodoff is back onto the field, as is Nagy. Fellows will come in as well. It's a throw-in for the Chargers. That ball did not go over the end line. Throw in there by Saldaraga. He'll head it back into the top of the box there, head it right back to him. It's going to go up and out of play. Magisha back for Ladovic. Ladovic will play into the box. Nobody's there, however. Easy play for Bone. Good play there by Fellows to head that over top of Muckle. Detterline's going to come out and get that one for the Chargers. He'll roll it to Ladovic. Played for Bailey. Nice move there by Eric Bailey. His pass there was tipped away. Eluding that tackle is Middleton. Some space here. Turning, shot, just wide though for Goodoff. Good chance there for Moravian to put this one away for sure, but just wide there on the shot.
Eric, get a little higher. Let him bring the ball up. Okay? Let the center back bring it up a little bit more. Get a little higher. Second round up.
Headed out of play, so a throw in there for Schertzer on the far side. Buckles got the whole field in front of him here. Looking for Clore. Chipped away. He's able to put it through both Clore and Bailey there. Now Nagy with it. His pass is blocked by Muckle. It's going to go over top of us and out of play. Saldaraga looking for Nelson there. Heads it into the middle. Mugisha knock it down. Into the middle for Hughes. Played for Bailey. Outside for Schertzer. Schertzer all the way across. Clore is there. Goes off of a Moravian head though. Looked to be Stafford. Good defensive game for number 13, Jared Stafford today. He has it now right in front of us. He'll play it through. Nobody home. Ludovic will come and get that. And actually he'll let Detterline go. Throw over to the far side for Tanner Schertzer. He's got some room.
Hey, 20 in the middle. Aki gotta go. Queen Central. Queen Central.
Another throw in here for LBC. They're working their way up the field, but slowly as they have throw in after throw in on the far side there. Schertzer now for Bailey. Chipped away from him. Ludovic plays through that. May have clipped the Moravian player with the follow through there. And stop the clock here with just under 15 minutes to play. Stop the clock on a card. Stop the clock on a card. So the card's going to go there on Schertzer. Ball played back in now. Played there by Middleton. Now towards the goal. Shot there by number 20, Nagy, and Detterline will get to that one. Headed back to the LBC side. Fellows is there in Muckle battle. Muckle will play for Saldoraga. Now back for Ladovic. And now Hughes. This way for Muckle. Muckle looking across for Tolson. I'll turn to his right and get it. Tolson met there by Smilon. Out of play, so throw in for LBC. Shirts are on the far side. Both players going down there on the far side. Hughes a bit slow to get up for the Chargers. Moravian will take possession the whole way down the field. 11:40 remaining here. Chargers trailing 2-0. Again, 2 first-half goals by Moravian. First coming on a PK, the second off a corner. Middleton trying to put it through the defender's legs there. Hughes down again for the Chargers, and the clock's going to stop now. So Hughes made it down to the field, but couldn't do much more, and assistant athletic trainer Jesse Arnell out to tend to him. Lancaster Rebel field hockey team losing to Eastern Mennonites 6-0 today in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
I'm going in for number 16.
So Hughes is up. He'll walk off with trainer, athletic trainer Yarnell. Dylan Schertzer is going to come back into the contest. He'll replace Hughes. Deadline's going to take this for the Chargers.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 12, Dylan Schertzer, and from Moravian, number 5, Caden Chinchar.
Chinchar back on the field as well for the Greyhounds. Good job by Dylan Schertzer there to find the ball. Got room to run. Played through there to Nelson, chipped off of his foot. He'll bring it down, looking for Clore. Cleared there by Stafford, and a throw-in coming for the Chargers. Josh Marcroft will check in to the game first, though, for LBC. Marcroft's going to come in for Clore. 10:15 remaining here in the second half. Nelson knocks that down. He'll look to turn. Cannot, but able to find Tanner Schertzer. He's got plenty of room. Schertzer will try it. That's well to the right and up and over the fence. Another sub here for Moravian. Blakely will come back on.
Checking in for Moravian, number 22, Ethan Blake.
Middleton will drop off there for Goodoff. Played to the far side, made a good run there. Shot just wide. Good job by Blakely to make that run sort of quietly down that far side. Tried to take that out of the air with the left foot and pushed it wide, but a good shot and a good try for Moravian. Sadaraga through the middle there, still with it. He'll drop now. Looking into the middle for Nelson, he has him. Nelson tries to turn, his pass is deflected. Schertzer's going to knock that down. He'll play back for Nelson. He'll turn, Nelson has some room here for the Chargers. He'll play to the outside for Tolson. His pass is deflected, spins around, now cleared.
Hey, just hold it for us. Delay it for us. Good. A little bit more. Open up. Open up. You run all day. You run all day.
Knocked down here by Stafford right in front of us. Last touch a bit strong and out of play. Throw in coming here. It'll be Marcroft right below us. Nelson knocks it down for Muckle. Wagisha looking for Bailey. And the whole way across for Tolson. The play there is for Nelson. Offsides flag is going to go up first, though.
Hey, Jared. Hey, your runner checked into the middle and you dropped out. You got to tell Caden or the center mid that your runner's coming in.
Turn, boys. Come on, boys.
You
Come
gotta
on.
talk to him.
Keep fighting. Let's get one. Let's get one.
Yeah, you did the right thing. Just communicate your run coming in.
Good off, and Ludovic doing battle there. Foul on James Ludovic. Headed there by Goodoff, cleared now by the Chargers.
Hey, get it. Drop off and get it back. Drop off and get it back. Relax. Pull it back.
Chargers appear tired here in the last couple of minutes. Did both teams playing yesterday, but Moravian doing a good job of controlling play despite the fact that LBC has had a good amount of the possession. Again, said a few minutes ago, it's been mostly east and west as Moravian's done a good job of keeping Lancaster Bible out of the danger zones there in the front and in the middle, and the Chargers haven't been able to do much, and growing frustrated as would happen. But this is Eric Bailey. He's got some room to run. Around for Sadaraga. Still Sadaraga. Still has it. Still looking for room. Works through another. Can't get through the third. And cleared now. A lot of Chargers standing around watching him. Not sure what to do there in the middle. Cleared now. Schertzer knocks that down. And he'll play for Mugisha. Passes through the middle, nothing there. And now Goodoff. To the outside now for Middleton. Tanner Schertzer with it. Play through the middle for Nelson. Chests that down. Tries to turn. Now out for Tolson. Knocked down by Stafford. Marcroft there. Stafford will pull back and hold back now for Middleton. And he'll go back for McHugh. Moravian continue to passing it around the Chargers here. Give them a clinic here on how to run out the clock. 4:15 to play. Pass is blocked by Mugisha. It still finds a Moravian foot. Play back for Bone. He'll put it up into the air. Backspin there. Tolson working to get to it there for the Chargers.
Tanner, get up! Nate, higher!
Shirts are bumped into there by Goodolf. Under 3:40 to play. Dylan Schertzer here. Going to play it for the Chargers. He'll play it through the middle there, blocked. And a foul called on the Chargers.
Wings open!
3 minutes to play. Chargers trailing Moravian 2-0. Again, now we see back in action on September 9th. They'll host Karen at 7 o'clock. That's the Monday night. Some of our other upcoming broadcasts on the Chargers Sports Network. Tuesday night, women's volleyball team will open the home portion of its schedule against Wilkes at 7 o'clock. Next Friday, the Chargers field hockey team will make its home debut against Sweetbriar at 3, followed by a women's soccer game at 6. And next Saturday, the 7th, the field hockey team will host Immaculata at 1 o'clock. We'll have all those contests for you here on the Chargers Sports Network. And again, you can download the Horse with No Name podcast on Tuesday afternoon this week as Bob McMichael and myself break down the opening weekend and look ahead to weekend number 2, as well as do our top 5 list and an interview with a student athlete or coach from the LBC athletic department. Under 2 minutes to play here. Eric Bailey's going to push it into the corner looking for Marcroft. Stafford giving chase. Marcroft, good hustle the whole way down. Out of play, and a goal kick coming for the Greyhounds. Rusty Rustine, Kedrick Yoder going to check into the contest for LBC. They'll replace Steven Saldaraga and Rama Mugisha, I think. Actually, my apologies, Caleb Nelson going to come off there. Header through the middle, knocked down by Nagy. Push back for Stafford. In this direction, right underneath us here for Middleton. This pass goes out of play. Throw in here for Muckle. Bailey into the middle for Mugisha. Outside for Schertzer. 1 minute to go here at the Donald H. Funk Field.
1 minute remaining.
Schertzer will put that into the middle. Tolson knocks that down.
Okay. Remind me that.
Straight up into the air goes that one. Schertzer's going to run it down. Going to go out of play first. Quick throw in. Finds Yoder. Good job by Dylan Schertzer right in front of us to head that 2 times, as a matter of fact.
Hey, Jared, why are we talking? Thank you. Come on. Come on. Play the game. Wait, bro. Yeah, I know, bro.
10 seconds to play here. Throw in coming for Stafford.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, game.
So time is going to run out here at Donald H. Funk Field, and Moravian is going to come to Central Pennsylvania this weekend and get 2 victories as they defeat Pennsy Harrisburg yesterday 1-0, and they take down Lancaster Bible College 2-0 here in Lancaster. Chargers finished with a 10-8 lead in shots, 7-4 in shots on goal. Chargers also led 5-2 in corners, but it was Moravian who got 2 early goals, the first coming on a penalty kick by Anthony Nagy at the 5:55 mark. The second coming from Michael Feely as he found a ball in front off a corner kick pass from number 22 Ethan Blakely and put it into the back of the net for an insurance goal. So Moravian improves to 2-0 with the victory. The Chargers fall to 1-1. Thank you for joining us today on the Chargers Sports Network. You can find us back here on Tuesday evening. We'll be in the gym, the Horse Athletic Center, for volleyball action at 7 o'clock as the Chargers host Wilkes. Thank you again for joining us today. Thanks to all the great student workers for their help. Have a good Labor Day weekend. We will talk to you soon. This has been Zach Freeman. Go, Chargers, go.